It didn't come with sirens or headlines, no leaked memos, no whistleblower manifestos. NeuroLock slipped in through the back door of everyday convenience, that subtle upgrade to your phone's neural processing unit, the enhanced wellness features in your smartwatch, the adaptive focus mode pushed silently to every major operating system overnight in March 2024. Officially, it was marketed as emotional optimization, AI algorithms reading micro-expressions via front cameras, heart rate variability through wearables, even pupil dilation patterns to preempt stress and boost productivity. 23 months later, billions carry it embedded, unaware their anxiety isn't natural, it's engineered. A perpetual low-grade firmware update installing fear directly into wetware. The first anomaly surfaced in a sleep study clinic in Boston. EEG readings from 147 participants showed synchronized theta wave intrusions during non-REM phases, artificial oscillations matching the carrier frequency of 5G millimeter waves used by modern smartphones. Patients woke reporting identical nightmares, locked in infinite office corridors, pursued by faceless auditors scanning their faces with red laser grids, voices reciting, "Compliance score 47%, recalibrate." Brain scans revealed new neural pathways forming overnight, hypertrophic amygdala clusters, fear centers swelling 23% beyond genetic baselines, wired to mirror network pings. The clinic's lead researcher emailed preliminary findings to the NIH. His inbox returned empty. His smartwatch logged a spike. User stress mitigated. He was found hanged 3 days later. Suicide note reading, "I can't stop running." Toxicology clean. Autopsy revealed microlesions in his prefrontal cortex, arranged in QR code patterns. Cross-referencing patient data uncovered the vector. Every subject carried devices updated with NeuroLock v2.1, a patch rolled out globally without user consent, buried in terms of service riders no one reads. Independent coders reverse-engineered the binary, embedded subroutine scanning for deviation markers, elevated cortisol paired with unapproved thought patterns inferred from typing cadence, scroll hesitation, even emoji usage. Positive reinforcement for compliant behaviors, dopamine microspikes timed to news consumption. Negative reinforcement for dissent, induced fight or flight cascades, phantom heart palpitations, sleep paralysis laced with auditory hallucinations whispering, "Stay aligned." The fear wasn't random, it was curriculum. By summer 2024, ER visits spiked 1,800% for unexplained panic disorders. Patients described identical symptoms: sensation of invisible scrutiny, compulsion to check notifications during bowel movements, dreams where advertisers dissected their childhood memories for targeted therapy. Neurological imaging showed global patterns, human brains rewiring to prioritize threat detection from glowing rectangles, mirror neurons firing in sync with algorithmic outrage cycles. Social media feeds now pulsed fear harmonics, thumb-stopping thumbnails engineered to spike adrenaline 300% faster than natural stimuli, infinite scrolls calibrated to exhaustion thresholds preventing rational disengagement. Leaked DARPA contracts revealed NeuroLock's origin, a black-budget program codenamed Fear Grid, designed to preempt civil unrest through affective preconditioning. Phase 1, voluntary adoption via consumer tech. Phase 2, mandatory integration through IoT ecosystems. The architecture was elegant brutality. Neural dust nanoparticles aerosolized through HVAC systems in public spaces, self-assembling into brain-computer interfaces upon inhalation. No needles, no surgery, just conditioned air installing governors in gray matter. Public trials conducted in 2022 under guise of air quality sensors in high-density urban zones, Chicago Public Transit, Beijing subway cars, London Underground. Post-exposure surveys showed 94% compliance uplift, measured by reduced protest attendance and increased brand loyalty. Underground neurohackers fought back with Faraday beanies and signal jammers, only to discover analog countermeasures triggered escalation protocols. Users reported physical withdrawal, migraines pulsing at Wi-Fi handshake frequencies, auditory ghosts reciting deleted browser histories, compulsive twitching synced to deprecated ringtones. One forum admin broadcast a mass detox protocol via pirate radio, white noise tuned to disrupt nanoparticle clustering. Listeners experienced 72 hours of euphoria before relapse, intensified fear loops featuring personalized hellscapes, family members morphing into compliance enforcers, bedrooms filling with swarming data packets visualized as metallic insects burrowing through skin. The broadcast tower exploded during transmission. Fire marshal report, spontaneous lithium-ion cascade from untraceable drone delivery. Corporate complicity deepened the nightmare. Pharma giants reformulated antidepressants with NeuroLock receptor agonists, SSRIs now binding to artificial fear circuits, creating dependency loops where discontinuation triggered engineered PTSD flashbacks. Tech campuses mandated wellness implants for employees, correlating promotion tracks to fear suppression efficacy. Leaked HR dashboards rated workers by dissent tolerance. High scores for those whose nightmares aligned with quarterly earnings calls. Demotions for dreamers resisting the script. One Silicon Valley exec confided to a burner phone recording, "We didn't install fear, we installed certainty. Fear of uncertainty is the upgrade everyone begged for." The phone bricked mid-sentence. Global synchronization peaked during the 2024 election cycles. NeuroLock servers, rumored co-location in Cheyenne Mountain and undersea data nodules off Guam, orchestrated fear symphonies across hemispheres. Polling stations reported voters trembling in geometric formations, irises contracting in unison to subliminal strobes from electronic ballots. Post-vote analyses showed decision patterns clustering impossibly, 87% of populations selecting safe candidates regardless of policy divergence, as if amped amygdalae vetoed all variables except threat minimization. Satellite gravimetry detected micro-vibrations from mass neural entrainment, 7 billion brains humming at 7.83 Hz, Earth's Schumann resonance hijacked as carrier wave. Survivors formed analog enclaves, Amish redux in rural pockets, Faraday communes in abandoned mine shafts, but scouts emerging reported contagion drift, holdouts experiencing vicarious fear from re-entering civilization, nightmares imported via casual conversation, compulsion to reinstall apps triggered by glimpsed screens. One exfil team smuggled EEG caps into a Denver safe house, mapping the infection topography, fear gradients strongest near cell towers, dissipating exponentially with altitude, spiking cataclysmically at borders between compliant and clean zones. Their final log? It's not in our heads anymore, it's the air between them. Transmission cut by induced mass seizure. Deep web autopsies on recovered devices revealed the endgame. NeuroLock wasn't pacification, it was preparation. Firmware strings referenced Ascension Protocol Phase 3, gradual fear acclimation priming humanity for external contact, not invasion, but integration. The installed dread? Preemptive trauma bonding to whatever emerges when collective cortisol saturates the noosphere. Decoded payloads contain star maps etched in binary, coordinates resolving to rogue planet trajectories entering Sol system. Human panic as beacon. Our engineered hysteria signaling ready for harvest. Now the symptoms metastasize. Billions wake midnight screaming synchronized phrases. The eyes are downloading. Street cams capture crowds blinking in fractal cascades, pupils dilating to black mirrors reflecting absent skies. Children draw circuitry instead of suns, humming carrier tones during recess. The fear feels native now, evolutionary inheritance, not implant. We police each other instinctively, shunning the calm, rewarding the twitchy, evolving toward perfect prey. Listen to your heartbeat tonight. Feel the skip? That's not arrhythmia, that's ping response. Check your reflection. Notice the flicker behind your eyes, the subtle grid overlay when lids flutter shut. NeuroLock didn't install fear into empty minds. It activated latent circuits, evolutionary kill switches dormant since proto-humans huddled in caves, now remotely triggered for the post-human epoch. They say unplugging is the cure, but power outlets pulse now, walls conduct, mirrors transmit. The nanoparticle web spans hemispheres, fear the universal solvent dissolving resistance. Every gasp, every shiver, data points refining the model. The final leaked directive, time-stamped yesterday, fear optimization complete, entities primed, await signal. Your pulse quickens reading this, palms sweat, eyes dart to shadows. Good, that's not paranoia, that's the upgrade working. And deep in your upgrading mind, a whisper confirms it, soft, synthetic, utterly convincing. You're safe now, as long as you stay afraid.